Hey everyone, welcome back to Grounding in Grace. Wow, y'all are looking beautiful and handsome today. Well, like always. And you, I see you, the one in the PJs. You look stunning just like that. Work it. Enough about you guys though. No, I'm kidding. I have a question for you today. Have any of you experienced struggles in life? Dumb question, right? Duh. Who hasn't? But what about right now? Maybe it's health, financial, family, relationship stuff. If you have, or if you are not alone. Trust me, I've been there and currently kind of going through some stuff too. Sometimes it feels like life's throwing lemons at us and all we can do is duck. But today, we're going to talk about how to handle these struggles with faith. Like usual, I'm going to break it down into 3 different parts. In part 1, we're going to chat about how everyone faces struggles, Christians and non-Christians alike. In part 2, we'll dive into some practical steps to manage these struggles. And in part 3, we'll explore how to grow spiritually through them. Plus, I've got 3 super helpful tips in each section to help you tackle these challenges, okay? So be sure to stick around so you don't miss all that juicy stuff I have for you today. So what are we waiting for? Let's just get into it. All right, so let's get real. Everyone goes through struggles, whether you're a Christian or not. It's part of being human. I myself have been going through some struggles this week regarding health issues with my family. It's been tough, and yes, I felt the weight of it, but you know what I decided to do? I decided to reach out to my friends and family asking for a prayer chain to strengthen the power of prayer, and it made a world of a difference. I'm telling you. Sometimes it feels like the world expects us to have it all together all by ourselves all the time. But guess what? We don't, okay? Struggles are normal, and it's okay not to be okay. Whether it's dealing with health issues, financial troubles, or family drama, we all have our battles. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. It's about acknowledging them and knowing you're not alone in this journey. Even Jesus said in John 16:33, "In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." So here are 3 steps to take to help you out, all right? Step 1, accept that struggles are universal. First, we need to accept that struggles are universal. No one is immune. Even the strongest people face challenges. It's comforting to know that we're all in this together. Remember, even biblical figures faced immense trials, and their stories remind us that struggles are part of the journey. James 1:2-3 encourages us. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Step 2, find comfort in community. You're not meant to go through struggles alone. When I was dealing with my family health issues, reaching out to my friends and family for support made a huge difference. We started a prayer chain, right? And just knowing that so many people were praying for us brought immense comfort and strength. There's strength in numbers, and sometimes just knowing someone is there for you makes a huge difference. Just so you know, so you can get a little backstory, literally after 3 days of asking for the prayers, most of the issues were gone. And let me give you the cherry on top of it all, okay? So each person in my family, in my household, we were all suffering something completely different, right? It wasn't like everyone just had a cold and we were all asking just to get better. No, everyone was suffering with something kind of intense at the same time, but it was so weird. I don't know. It was just crazy. I just wanted to tell you that story because I told my friends and family how I thought it was like an attack, like a spiritual attack of sorts. And some things you just can't do on your own, right? Anyways, in Galatians 6:2, it reminds us, carry each other's burdens, and in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Okay? Step 3, lean on your faith. During tough times, your faith can be a powerful source of comfort and strength. Pray, meditate, and trust that God is with you through every storm. Remember, faith doesn't eliminate problems, but it does give you the strength to face them. And we can all use that little boost sometimes, can't we? In Philippians 4:13, it says, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. By acknowledging your struggles, finding support in your community, and leaning on your faith, you can navigate through life's toughest moments. Remember, you're stronger than you think, and you're never alone, okay? Never. Now let's move on to part 2. All right, well, let's get down to business. Part 2, practical steps to manage struggles. We've acknowledged our struggles, and now it's time to tackle them head on. Step 1, break it down. When life feels like a hot mess, break your problems into bite-sized pieces. It's like eating a pizza, one slice at a time. When you tackle smaller tasks, it feels more manageable and less overwhelming. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is solving life's challenges. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Let me give you an example that I've done in the past, okay? So, for instance, this room right here, right, used to be a bedroom, and we converted it to what we call our Jesus room, where I talk to you guys and I do my Bible study and my Bible reading. When starting the renovation, instead of trying to do everything at once, my friend Erica and I had to break it down into steps. First, we did our best to plan out a budget. When I say we tried our best, we tried our best because we got extra excited with the process and stuff and wanted to do everything. But we had to reel it in and try to budget. Next, we had to see what materials were needed for the walls, right? For instance, paint, wood, shelves, etc. You get it. And then we tackled the project in phases. So first we started cleaning up everything, right? It was a lot. I think we have before and after pictures on some of our social medias. We needed to patch walls, start painting, hanging shelves, and then we started a scavenger hunt for decor for us to put on the shelves. And then afterwards, that's when we were able to look for podcast equipment. So by focusing one step at a time, we managed the workload better and reduced stress, making the entire project more achievable and just fun overall, to be honest. So take that example and apply it to your struggles, one step at a time. Step 2, stay connected to God through prayer and scripture. It's like Wi-Fi, but for your soul. You need that strong connection. Just like it says in Luke 5:16, Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and he prayed, right? So if he needed some quiet time, we definitely do too. Keep that line open and keep talking to God. Think of it as your spiritual power source when you're plugged in. You're ready to face anything, right? Imagine you're trying to find a quiet moment to pray in a busy household. But every time you do, something interrupts, like your kids bursting in with the crisis or the dog suddenly needing attention. I'm pointing this way. I don't know if you can see my dog or not, but he's over here. But he's behaving. Anyways, one day you finally sneak into the closet for some peace, right? But as you start praying, you hear that little voice outside the door that says, "Mommy, are you talking to Jesus in there again?" My son does that to me all the time. But it's a reminder that even in the chaos, those little moments of connection matter. And sometimes finding humor in the interruptions can bring us even closer to God. I guess you can just laugh about it together, you and him, right? Step 3, practice gratitude. It's like flipping on a light switch in a dark room. Even when things get tough, there's always something to be thankful for, okay? I don't care what you say. You can just, the fact that you're up, the fact that you have light, the fact that you have a job, or the fact that you have people that love you is something to be grateful for. Like finding that last piece of chocolate you forgot about in your nighttime drawer. That happened to me the other night. I was so excited. Who knows how old that thing is? Chocolate gets old, right? It gets stale or whatever. It was a little mini Snickers. I was so happy. I haven't had chocolate in so long. Look, my mouth is drooling. Let me move on. In 1 Thessalonians, I said that right? In 1 Thessalonians 5:18, it reminds us, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So even if your day feels like a hot mess, there's always a reason to smile. Try keeping maybe a gratitude journal or just a mental note of the little joys that you have each day. That's a good idea. It'll make a world of a difference, I promise. We always have a tendency of focusing on the negative stuff, but there's a lot of good, and we need to shift that focus, okay? And we made it to part 3, building resilience and sustaining faith. Step 1, embrace patience. I said it, that word again, patience. I don't know if you guys have issues with that word as much as I do. It's something I'm working on. I'm doing a lot better, but I still have a long ways to go. Anyways, resilience isn't built overnight, okay? It's like planting a seed and waiting for it to grow. Sometimes we need to embrace patience and trust that God is working, even if we can't see immediate results, Dina. Talking to me. I know, for some of us, patience is hard, but with practice makes perfect. Believe me, I speak from experience, from the bottom of my heart, I really am. Remember that in James 1:4, it says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Okay? You know that saying that people say all the time, patience is a virtue. Well, it's true. It helps us to endure and grow through the waiting time. I know that. And, now that you know, it's easier to go about it. You just have to remember that. So anyways, how about an example? Yeah? How about we picture a farmer patiently tending to his crops, knowing that the harvest will come in due time. It's the same with our faith. We need to cultivate it with patience and trust in God's timing. That right there is the golden nugget, God's timing. Step 2, learn from setbacks. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Think of it like going to the gym. Each time we face a struggle, we're building spiritual muscles. Like my muscles. It's just my muscles are down here, not up here yet, but they'll get there. Romans 5:3-4 reminds us, we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. So each setback is just a setup for a comeback. I need to put that on a t-shirt. That's a good one. Each setback is a setup for a comeback. I like that. I just choked on my spit.
I almost choked and died, and my dog doesn't know CPR. And anyways, I'm back at it. Okay.
Think about times when you faced a setback in the past. How did you grow from it? Maybe it was a job loss that led to a new opportunity or a personal challenge that strengthened your character. Each experience shaped us and prepared us for what's ahead. Step 3, nurture a deeper spiritual life. Just like a plant needs water and sunlight, our faith needs constant care. Spend time in prayer. I don't know how often to say that. I say it in every episode so far. Prayer is a great way to start. And second, most importantly, is study the Bible. You need to also surround yourself with supportive community, okay? And I suggest y'all, before I move on, just go on to Amazon and get you a study Bible thingy. Look, I have one right here. Literally from Amazon. There's so many. Just pick one and start with that and just go with it. And then get another one. This is like my third one. And it's fun to do. Anyways, let's move on. In Colossians, every episode, Colossians 2:7, it encourages us by saying, rooted and built up in him, strengthened in the faith as you were taught, and overflowing with thankfulness. Building a deeper spiritual life means creating habits that keep you connected to God daily. Maybe it's a morning devotional, joining a Bible study group, or finding moments of gratitude throughout your day. The more we nurture our faith, the more resilient we become in facing life's ups and downs. So, conclusion, by embracing patience, learning from setbacks, and nurturing a deeper spiritual life, we build resilience and sustain our faith. Remember, it's a journey, and with God's help, we can grow stronger through every challenge. Keep pushing forward and know that you've got this. And that's it. Thank you all for joining me today. That was kind of short today, right? Remember, building resilience and sustaining faith is a journey, and you're not alone in it. If you've enjoyed this episode and you have an example to share with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and write a comment below. Okay? Oh, don't forget the thumbs up either. Your support helps keep spreading the word and growing our community. And if there's a topic you'd like for me to cover or something you want to learn more about, drop it in the comments below as well. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in learning how not to give your power away to those around you or the enemy, click on this video. Or maybe I'll put it here. Click on this video over here. Okay, I have more space right here. It's a good one, I promise. And that's it for today. Stay blessed, stay strong, and I'll see you next time in Grounding in Grace. I love you guys so much as always. Thank you for joining me, and stay beautiful. Bye.